So now the next thing now is confirmation. What do we consider before entering the trade, even after our breakout is valid? If price should retrace back to our zone, what do we look for before we enter the trade? So we are going to see this on a live market. So this is a very practical example. Let's say price is here. So price is already here. Price printed this previous high. So this is our key level, our point of interest. So we'll use our drawing tool, mark it, wait for price to break out. And you can see here, price broke above this our key level. So what we're waiting for is the breakout validation. Is the breakout valid? Did it fall within our range? Yes, as you can see. Let me mark it. 38.2 is inside our zone. So this is a very valid setup for us. But then what confirmation do we look for before we enter trade? So for our confirmation, what do we consider before entering a trade? So for our confirmation, we either use double bottom or double top, or you can call it MW pattern, or else we use a pin bar. Pin bar is a candle that looks like this. So if this candle should appear within our zone, of course, once the candle closes like this, the next thing that we want to do is to enter our trade at the next open candle. So like this, we are looking for long, of course. We'll be expecting a hammer like this or a pin bar, or else double bottom. So any of these two that we identify here within our zone, then we'll enter the trade. So now double bottom, how do we trade the double bottom? This is our first bottom. This is the second bottom. The price printed the first bottom, make a little swing high and pull back to create the second bottom. This peak we mark as our neckline. So we'll be waiting for price to break above the neckline. Once a candle close above this, then we can open our long with our stop loss below the double bottom. We target at least 1 to 2 R. So the same thing, if it is a pin bar, a hammer that we identify within this our zone, then at the next open candle, we open a buy position. We enter our trade here with our stop loss below the wick of the hammer. The same thing, target 1 to 2. And then another confirmation is engulfing candle. The only confirmation we are looking for is a sign that buyers have stepped into the market, that there's buying volume, buying momentum. If we identify a bearish candle, the next candle that open engulf this bearish candle. So this is a strong confirmation that buyers have now stepped into the market. So from this, we open our buy position after the candle close. Open our buy position with our stop loss below the candles. We will do the same thing, target 1 to 2. So these are the confirmations that we look for. Either locate a pin bar, hammer, double bottom, engulfing candle, or evening star or morning star. For instance, for this buy, you have a bearish candle like this. If you spot candle formation like this within the zone, this is a morning star. Once we identify this at the close of this candle, we go long, we open our buy position with our stop loss below the candles, and we'll do the same thing, 1 to 2 R. So these are the confirmations that we look out for, either morning star or hammer or double bottom or engulfing candle. So any of these. So the same thing appears for the bearish scenario. If you want to sell, it's just the inverse of this, which it will just be, instead of morning star, it will be evening star. So any of this for our buys is what we are looking for as a buy confirmation. You have how many confirmations? 4 confirmations: morning star, hammer, double bottom, or bullish engulfing. So now let's scale down to a lower time frame. So for this trade already, we don't need to scale down to a lower time frame, because this setup, it should be on 30 minutes. So on 30 minutes, we have this setup. So we are going now to a lower time frame to find the confirmation, because the breakout has taken place. There is a pullback and price rejected from us. So if we were to enter this trade, let's scale down to 15 minutes or 10 minutes, where we spot our entry confirmation. So what do we have on 15 minutes here? On 15 minutes here, we have bullish engulfing. See it? Look at the example here of bullish engulfing. A bearish candle followed by a bullish candle that swallowed up the previous candle. And look at what we have here. Let me circle it for us to see it clearly. You see it? We have bullish engulfing. So once we spot this engulfing candle, at the close of the candle, we place our buys with our stop loss below the wick. Then we target 1 to 2. This is a winning trade for us. So you can see the example playing out here of bullish engulfing. So this is all there is to it. So let's also consider another example before we round up. So look at this place. Let me zoom it out for us like this. We have multiple rejections here. So this is perhaps a very obvious level for us. This is a key level. This is a support, and we have our resistance here. So what we do is carry our tool. We mark our key level. We have one touch. We have another touch here. We have another touches here. So we identify this as our key level. So what we will wait for is a breakout. So after the breakout has taken place, we just carry our Fibonacci. Now this is in a bearish. We'll be looking for sales here from the swing high to the low of the price. You see, did our zone fall within our range? Yes. At 8.2, yes, is between 50% and 61.8% dip level. So this is a very, very powerful breakout. So from here, we just draw our zone. You can see how price nicely reacted off of our zone here. So let's scale to a lower time frame and see what entry confirmation we will have gotten. So we scale to the 1 minute chart. And what do we have on the 1 minute chart? So in this scenario, we have the evening star. We have the bullish momentum followed by an indecision candle followed by a bearish candle that closed. This is an example of an evening star. An evening star is just the inverse of a morning star. When the bearish candle closed, we open our position with our stop loss right above the wick. Here we target 1 to 2. Look at what we will have gotten within just how many minutes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within 6 minutes, we have hit our TP. You can see how powerful this strategy is. So you can use it on any financial asset, not necessarily on GBP AUD. So it's my favorite pair. So let's go back. We were on 30 minutes. If you observe carefully here also, you will see that we have multiple weak rejections here. So what do we do? This is a key level. We mark out. This is the breakout below the key level. So it's very clear. So after the breakout, then we have to measure, is our breakout valid or is just a fake out to play with our intelligence. So from our swing high, mark to our swing low, is our zone within 38.2? Yes, it's even above 38.2. It's at 50%. Perfect level, perfect retracement level. So with that, we know that yes, this breakout is a valid breakout. Then the next thing we do is to look for our entry confirmation. We will now scale down to a lower time frame from 5-10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or to 1 minute to look for our entry confirmation. So in this scenario, what do we have on the 5 minutes? We have the double top, as you can see. Now this is the current market. Today is Monday, 27th May 2024. So US is on holiday, UK is on holiday as well. That's what the market is just choppy. So but you can identify a clear double top. Look at the first top here, look at the second top here. Where is our neckline now? This is our neckline. So we carry our tool, draw our horizontal line. So this is our neckline. As our confirmation, we will wait for a candlestick to close below the neck. Then we open our 1 to 2. Just come here, our stop loss right above the double tops. Then we target 1 to 2R. Yeah, our stop loss is 10 pips, so our TP should be 20 pips. This is a current trade that is playing out. So the reason why market is just ranging is because of bank holiday. This is how it is. It's a pure clean example. So this is how you can successfully trade breakout. So I've shown you key levels. We are now doing a recap. So for a recap now, we're able to identify key levels which we consider support and resistance as our key levels, previous high and previous low as our key level. Then wait for a breakout. After the breakout, then we confirm the validity of the breakout. Is it within our 38.2 or not? So after we have gotten that, then we wait for price to pull back into our entry zone. From our entry zone, then we look for confirmation. So our confirmations, let's go through them again. For our confirmation, we consider either morning star or evening star, hammer or inverted hammer, double bottom, double top, bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing. So these are the confirmations that we look out for before we jump into the trade. So I believe you have learned something in this brief tutorial. So this is all about break and retest concept. So thank you for your time. Thank you for making it this far. So put it into practice. You can backtest it. So it doesn't mean that you must use all these entry confirmations. You can choose to stick to one because you may discover that one confirmation works more than the others. If you discover that double bottom and double tops are more profitable with the breakout strategy as a confirmation, of course you should adopt it. If you discover that morning stars and evening star works better for you, adopt it. If you discover that pin bar works better, you should adopt to it. If you discover that engulfing candles works better for you for the confirmation, you should stick to it. So how will you know which one works better? Of course, you have to backtest. Use all of them. After the backtesting, check your backtesting data to see which one of this confirmation, 1, 2, 3, 4, which one is more profitable. Which one do you win more? Which one do you lose more? Then you'll be able to filter. You can come to the conclusion that yes, I will not be using double tops and double bottoms as my confirmation. I will not be using morning stars and evening stars as my confirmation. I will only stick to a hammer. So it's through backtesting that you know all of this. So please, you should backtest it because no strategy is a holy grail. No strategy is 100%. So you should backtest it and demo trade it. Gain confidence. We're going to incorporate it into your trading style. So thank you once again for your time. Remember, we are together always. Thank you.